recording now. And then I'll just ask if everyone please keep yourself muted until it's time for questions and answers. And then our agenda for today. Can you see the agenda? Yes. Okay. Okay. So again, welcome to our monthly meeting. We have these the third Thursday of every month via Zoom, same time, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So our presenters today include the Henry County Women's Recovery Center. So Susan Ellsworth will be presenting on behalf of that organization, the New Life Behavioral Health. We have the Jen Van Yees joining us. And then at the end of both presentations, we're going to open it up for all attendees to share information about your organization, what programs you offer. If you have anything coming up you want to plug, that will be your opportunity to do so. After each presenter is finished presenting, we also will open it up for questions, comments on the information they're sharing as well. So I'll stop sharing that and then I will drop the agenda in the chat as well. And if you would like, this is a networking meeting. Please do feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. You can, let's see, everyone, okay. Feel free to, just introduce yourself, your name, organization, email address, whatever you want to share with everybody. Feel free to do that. And then with that, we'll go ahead and turn it over to Susan.
Hello, everybody. I have no idea why my camera is showing a black screen here, but I'm so thankful to be with you today and have the opportunity. I have a long history with recovery as being a person in long-term recovery myself. I've also worked with MHAI and Heather in years past, so it feels good to get back with my crew here. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And if you have questions along the way, I don't mind if you stop me and ask the questions that you have, or you can put them in the chat box or wait till the end. So we are Henry County Women's Recovery Center, and our goal is restoring wholeness to those. And that's our logo. What we found out about Henry County from our 2025 data was that there were 296 admissions for treatment within our county. 115 of those were alcohol related and 120 were marijuana. You can see that it dropped drastically for cocaine at 30 and 50 for heroin. Meth seems to be kind of a substance of choice here at 162, with opioids at 97. So our mission is Henry County Women's Recovery Center exists to use the gospel of Jesus Christ to bring deliverance, hope, freedom, and truth to those struggling with alcohol or drug addiction by offering a structured recovery program based on biblical beliefs. So we're not shy about our mission. We're not shy about who we are. We want to be very open from the get-go that the basis for what we do here is to bring deliverance, and that's based on our belief system. What makes us unique is just what we kind of talked about, is that faith is the foundation for what we're doing. And we also have a huge component that we call brain rewiring. And this is teaching women how their vagus nerve system is in play in everything that we do. It goes back to those messages that were recorded for individuals when they were children, as they were growing up, what they recorded about themselves, and identifying what they are, how it makes them feel, and how the choices they make because of that. And then identifying those, setting a plan for remessaging those, breaking those messages, and going back and doing something positive. And when I was in recovery, the absence of using substances didn't heal me. What the healing came when I started identifying those messages that were recorded, that was driving the behavior, that was furthering the life of trauma. So this is a big part of what we do. We also do emotional healing, And that's, again, taking the people back to the point where there was a trauma, offering healing there, and setting them free. We do family engagement and lifestyle coaching. We also have an equine program here. The women here love that program, a chance for them to go out and work with the horses. There's a lot of deep healing that happens there. We have weekly one-on-one recovery coach sessions with our director and other recovery coaches here. And the thing that when I first became involved with Henry County Women's Recovery Center, which was new to me, was that relapse is not a grounds for program termination. So that was kind of hard because when I was working down in Indy, it was a big piece when people were in residential treatment, when they were in programs. If there was a relapse, it was almost not a given, but they kind of expected to be terminated. So it's not that we ignore the relapse, it's that we help them identify what happened, what was going on, what can we do better. Now, that's not to say that if we had someone in our program that wasn't making progress, that we wouldn't have a discussion about termination from our program, but it's not an automatic termination as it is in a lot of recovery programs. Not throwing stones. So our target population is women. We feel like that's what we're best suited to meet their needs. We have just launched an 8-week intensive teen program for girls, and we're super excited about this. Within 1 week of the announcement that this program was open, our program filled. And this is looking at going upstream and identifying teens who are at high risk for substance use or alcohol use and trying to get them on a course of healing so that they don't have the additional traumas and the histories and complications that older women get. They get a chance to explore their trauma here. And so we have women who join our program who would not classify themselves as having an addiction issue, but having a mental health challenge or having a food challenge. And we go back and look at what's driving that behavior. One of the things I think is challenging for those of us that work in this field when we talk about mental health challenges is it the mental health that drives the use of substance or alcohol, or is it the use of substance and alcohol that mirrors a mental health challenge? And so we take some time unraveling that and looking at that and pulling in, referring. So when we get to a level with someone that is beyond our expertise, making sure that we're getting the right team in place to address those issues. And then addiction issues. So this could be someone with substance and alcohol. This could be someone who has an addiction to food in an unhealthy way, nicotine. It could be an addiction to sex that they want to pay some attention to and try to get some relief from. Getting them on a course to a healthier them is really the bottom part. So what we have and why we're part of this network is we're looking for partners. We're looking for people who are like-minded, who want to see women have a chance at having a healthy future, and how we can partner with you in your mission and activities and training opportunities and how you could work with us. We're also looking to have opportunities for volunteers, for people who have had a history or maybe not had a history, but walked alongside someone who did have a history with substance and want to give back. Maybe your expertise is in cooking or baking or budgeting or crafting or exercise and just want an opportunity to give back. And for referrals, receiving referrals to our program and us knowing where other organizations are and be able to make referrals there. And then funding opportunities, people sharing opportunities that they know about or opportunities that we might have together in seeking future funding. And Heather said you could put your contact information into the chat box, but this is my contact information. I think Heather's going to have the slides and they're going to be available. And you can reach out to me anytime with a question, or if you know somebody in the county that needs help. And I have my little arrow, but I'm going to hit my escape button and hopefully get to the point where I can quit sharing and give it back to Heather for her to go to whatever she thinks we go to next.
Thank you, Susan. Short and to the point, so I
Yep.
appreciate you though. Yes, I did upload Susan's PowerPoint and a PDF file into the chat, so that's available for you to go into the chat and download if you want it. If you're unable to get it from the chat, you can email me and I'll send it to you directly. So at this point, we'll open it up for any questions anyone might have for Susan about the program and services that they offer. Well, I'll just start out and say, one, I was really excited when you reached out to me, Susan, because of course I think you're awesome and miss you as part of MHI. But two, just learning about a new program, especially in Henry County, where I know things have been, I think people have tried to launch different things over time. So I'm glad to see that there's some support happening there. I think the list that you offered of all the services you offer is really much needed and kind of outside the box thinking, especially the equine therapy. That's not one you hear a lot. And then Jen and I were just talking about the need for adolescent services. So you all are checking a lot of boxes. So thank you for sharing all that information, and definitely we'll be circling back around if there's an opportunity to partner. So, okay. Did anyone have any questions for Susan before we move on to the next presenter?
I did want to say we have been questioned before about our faith and the services that we offer, but it's a volunteer program. It's a day program. And so when we're having discussions with potential participants in our program, they know where we're coming from. So it's never a surprise. And it's not, you have to do this in order to participate. So it's not mandatory that way. So I think that's important for people to know. And we're using uh, evidence-based practices. It's not like come in and sit down. We're going to pray over you and everything's going to be okay. We're really hooked in to that. So I think those are some of the questions that I've had from skeptics about integrating the two. I would let the network know that we have a hub now in Henry County that's just getting started. So it's not full fledged yet, but where it's going to be like a recovery cafe where people can come, they can meet, they can hang out, they can do trainings there. They're doing AA meetings there and NA meetings there. And we're hoping that that's just going to expand, because in our community, what we find is the people that live in Newcastle are headed to Greenfield or they're headed to Knightstown, and they're desperately looking for their services, but they've not been able to land here. So.
Okay, great. Well, when that hub launches, please do put me in contact with whomever is managing that. So I'd love to have them join the network and help promote that if we can. So
Thanks, Heather.
and I think too, when it comes to recovery, and for those of us in recovery or work in recovery, like it is self-directed. And I think the more choices people have, the more they can find that what works for them. And that includes faith. I mean, that is critical for a lot of us who are in recovery, especially new. So it's important. Okie dokies. So shifting gears and we'll get off our soapboxes. Our next presenter is Jen Van Yees with New Life. So Jen, you can go ahead and start sharing your screen. And if you joined us late, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat so we can all connect with you after the meeting. Go ahead, Jen.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Heather. And it is always exciting to be able to join anything that MHAI, the Recovery Network, and the fabulous Heather Rodriguez. She did not tell me to say this, and she's probably mad that I just said that to join and to get to present. So I'm excited to let you guys know about New Life Behavioral Health and what we do. I'm going to get my stuff up here. You always have to talk to yourself when you screen share, just so you all know that. And are we good? Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So New Life Behavioral Health. So we are located up here in Fishers, and we are off of 96th Street, just about a mile off of 69 up here. We are have our owners are based out of New Jersey. We do have an office in Massachusetts and then one in Illinois, and we are looking to expand here in Indiana, but right now it is just for the Fishers location. So we are outpatient dual diagnosis facility also. So here's just a little bit about, what we do and why you would want to come and choose New Life. So when we want to think about having compassion and having a commitment to being empathetic, then that's going to help foster trust and understanding. We want to make sure that we are providing our clients with a safe space that they can heal and grow with that. We do client-centered, person-centered approaches. To that, we are happy to say that we are dually licensed by the DMHA as well as the Joint Commission accreditation, and that is something that we work very hard to make sure that we are maintaining our certification on that end. We have a multidisciplinary team. We do have clinical supervisors. We have clinical directors. We do also have our therapists that are here that are fantastic. We have several different therapists that work for us here at New Life, and we do actually have some interns that work here right now also. So we've got a wide variety of therapists that are ready and available to help with our clients get on that right path. Now, we do accept all major commercial insurances, and we do accept Medicaid. Now, there is an exception to the Medicaid that is for the MHS. We do not take that currently. So what do we do here at New Life? What do we treat? So with dual diagnosis, so that means we do mental health and substance use disorder. So you're going to be able to get support for, say you're somebody and you struggle with drinking and, maybe you've been diagnosed with some depression on that also. We're going to be able to treat both of those, and we're going to treat you as the whole person here. Now, our program is for 12 weeks. So this would be something that we are wanting to get you started and then get you into the next step down level of care. So we are outpatient for the services that we provide. Excuse me. We do also offer multiple different modalities of treatment. We do the CBT, DBT. I think everybody probably knows what those are. And then TMS. So this is something, if anybody is familiar with what TMS is, that's transcranial magnetic stimulation. So I'm curious, does anybody here, anybody familiar with what that is? I'm not seeing people. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I couldn't see my screen. I was curious to see if anybody was familiar with what TMS was. I only got one screen that I'm working on today. All right, so that is the transcranial magnetic stimulation. And so what that is used for treatment-resistant major depressive disorder as well as OCD. So that is something that would be separate from our PHP and IOP programs. It is something that you would need to qualify for that separately. So it needs to be treatment resistant. So that means maybe you've tried a couple different types of medication. Maybe you've gone inpatient and maybe you've tried a medication, but you're still struggling with that major depressive, or maybe you're still struggling with that OCD. And so what this is, it's non-invasive. It's done here in our office. We have all that here. You do have a psychiatrist also that you can meet with as well, and they read the results of what that is to get you qualified to do the TMS. Like I said, it's a little bit different than just doing our group programs. There are a couple of other qualifiers for people, maybe not, it might not be the right treatment for them, is if you have a history of seizures and if you have any type of metal in your face. Now, if it is something that is titanium, say you have a permanent retainer, something like that, that is titanium, that would be the only metal that would be approved. So removing any type of facial piercings, anything like that. It is done in our office. They are 20-minute sessions for 12 weeks. So I'm going to pop back up. You guys can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay,
but
good.
it's not in the presenter mode, if
I
that
got you.
matters.
Thank you. No, thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to get back into that. Are we good now?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Sorry. So then we do also, like I said, we do have a psychiatrist that our clients would be able to see once a week. So if they are on a medication that they're coming into here and they want to continue that medication, we will help be able to do that for them. If they're looking to explore more different types of medications, if that's for mental health or if that is for substance use disorder, that is something that we can assist with. We do MAP medications with the exception of Subuclade, because we do not do injections here. And also we do not do methadone. So we would need to refer out for that. We do offer family therapy for our clients that are coming in here. And as you know, when you are in recovery and you're struggling with anything like that, the family is affected also. So we do have our therapists that can do family sessions with their clients. They do also get their individual therapists that they are going to be able to meet with once a week when they're in here for services. We do also offer our PHP and IOP program, or I'm sorry, we offer IOP for the morning and for the evening. So 5 days a week. So that is Monday through Friday that we offer those. So we have the PHP and the IOP. So of course the partial hospitalization, and that is they do programs for 5 hours a day here on site. And the IOP, that is 3 hours a day. Now they can step down to the GOP program after talking with their therapist and making sure that they're meeting some of their treatment goals on that. We will allow somebody to attend virtually if it is an emergency that comes up. We find, especially if somebody has substance use disorder, that attending in person is way more beneficial. You get a lot more engagement when people are here in person for that. But that we do have some people, sometimes something comes up and, maybe they have a sick child at home and they still want to attend, that, we do have the screens that we're able to allow them to do that virtually. Now, they could meet with their therapist virtually if that is something that they would prefer to do, and maybe they're only here for programming a couple of days a week and they want to meet with their therapist virtually. That is something that is definitely something that you can do. Also, too, if you find out that, hey, you start coming here and you're doing the morning groups and something is switched and you need to go to evenings, very flexible, that you are more than welcome to be able to do either or. We also are getting our alumni group up started. We have somebody that has successfully completed our program, and he's going to assist being an alumni coordinator, so that can kind of get people still here connected to the community up here. And then I'm also very excited to say that I am certified peer recovery coach, and we've been in conversations about me starting to be able to offer peer recovery support services to our clients here at our Fishers location. And I forgot something else that I wanted to mention is on Mondays, we have a yoga instructor, and she comes and does yoga with the clients for 1 hour for our morning group and for our evening group. We do also have art therapy here as well. A lot of clients really love the art therapy and, just being creative and trying something different. Because, as we know, when we're treating mental health, we're treating substance use disorder, that it's, not one size fits all for everything. So it might look different for different people. I did plug up here all of our ways to contact us on our website and all of our social media handles. And then my business card, if you just scan that, you would be able to get my information all saved in there. We do have the admissions number that's on my business card also. So if you had somebody that you were wanting to maybe see if that we would be able to accept them, you can reach out to me, or you can contact our admissions or on our website. So we want to try to make it as easy as possible for people trying to get more information. So that is the end of my slideshow.
Thank you, Jen. Does anyone have any questions for Jen? My dogs were so quiet your whole presentation.
I know. And I didn't put a dog on the final slide. I almost wanted to for you, and then I just thought about that. Does anybody have?
One of them's howling now at me.
Oh, now there we go. You spoke it into existence.
Ah. That was a lot of great information, and I was not aware that New Life offered so much. So thank you for sharing all of that.
Me too. You're very welcome. I know it gets to be a lot of information when you start talking about this and all the acronyms. So please feel free to reach out to me, anybody, if you want to learn more or check out our website for a little more information, especially the TMS. I would encourage people to look into that also because it's fantastic.
And I did drop Jen's presentation in the chat as a PDF file, so you can access it there, or if you're unable to download it, just let me know, and I can email it to you. So, all right. Well, thank you, Jen and Susan, if you're still with us. Yes, for taking time out of your day to present to the group. Before we open it up for everybody else, I'm going to do a couple of self-promotion things here. So, if you're not following us yet on our socials, please do so. You're here, so you got the information somehow. But we are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. We also have a mailing list. We try not to overload people, but it's a good way to stay in the loop on our monthly meetings as well as the quarterly newsletter that we send out to everyone with lots of good information. I'm also wanting to expand the network to include more faith-based organizations or faith-based organizations that support recovery initiatives. So if you know anyone in your area, please feel free to connect me with them or just email me their information. I don't mind reaching out to people out of the blue. Just want to expand the network and, like we talked about, give people more options to support whatever their journey looks like for them. And last self-promotion piece, if you all are not familiar with IPRIS, which is a program of MHAI, they host a couple of networking meetings. One is for peers specifically to connect with other peers. And then also they do a networking meeting for peer supervisors. So those are once a month. I'm putting the flyers in the chat. They have a QR code where you can learn more information, get the meeting links. So please share that with your networks if that will be beneficial to them. And then I'm done with the self-promotion. Anyone want to share information about your organization, programs, services? If you have any fun events coming up, fundraisers, all that good stuff, now is your time. You can raise your virtual hand or your physical hand, and I'll just call on people as I see you. So now is your time to shine if you want to share. Kayla, would you like to go?
Sure. Sorry, I'm over here clapping. I was trying to raise my hand, but I kept hitting.
Whatever works.
Sorry, I'll applaud and raise my hand at the same time. Hi, everyone. My name is Kayla, and I'm with Provide Wellness. We are a new PHP with housing. We have two men's house and a female house. We have IOP as well. Currently, only adults. However, give us a month, and we will be doing adolescents as well. IOP for adolescents, specifically substance use and mental health. We also offer ancillary practices, medication management. So I dropped my information in the chat. And so if you have any more questions, we are an only commercial facility. So we only accept commercial insurance. But I'd be more than happy to schedule a tour, a time to meet. I can take you to see our houses, see the office, whatever you like. But I'm just here to help and support in whatever way I can.
Thanks, Kayla. And where are you located at?
Greenwood, Indiana.
Greenwood. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being here. All right. Kimberly, would you like to share?
Hi, yes, I'm Kim Chavez. I'm on Oxford House Sober Living. We have 110 houses throughout the state of Indiana, 4,300 nationwide. I'm really excited. So this coming Tuesday at, I'm saying it right, I hope, Clowes Auditorium at the Public Library, we're doing a documentary of Oxford House. They've been working 2 years to put this together. I put my email information in the chat. If anybody would like a VIP invitation, it's free. Come see the documentary. We're going to have resource tables there, free candy, popcorn. Would love to have you. And it's going to be this May 26th from 3 to 7.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, if you have a flyer or anything you want to get out, or if you can drop it in the chat, that would be great. And I wanted to go to that, but I have a board meeting that evening, so I'm so
Okay.
bummed I'll be missing it.
Honestly, I'm not good on computer stuff. I don't even know how I would go about putting that in. I don't know. I know we've sent you the registration link. I don't know if you could
Mhm.
drop that in the chat, and then if you want to register, just go ahead and register and save your seat.
I think it's on our events page. If not, I'll get it on there.
Okay,
I'm
thank
pretty
you.
sure I put it on there, but yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank
I'm
you.
sure it'll be awesome.
Yeah,
All
super
right.
excited.
Anyone else want to share information about the work you're doing? Jen, go ahead.
I forgot. I meant to say if anybody has any community events, anything that you're looking for sponsorship that's coming up, please think about sending me some information to New Life to see if we would be able to be a sponsor, or I mean, definitely be interested in having vendor tables. So I'm kind of on the other side of what I was doing prior. So please let me know if there's anything that you guys want to help support with. I'd be happy to see if we can make it happen.
Keep. Lauren, did you want to speak about the events that you dropped in the chat? Sorry not to put you on the spot, but
No, not at all. So the Eagles benefit run, that was the first one I put in there. And right now it's the only fundraiser we do. And so like we're really trying to, hit hard and get out there and let people know and just to see if, people will donate. When we have a couple donations, but we're still working on it. So it's just a mental health awareness ride. And the Eagle Riders, which is just a club in Connorsville, they help host it. So, and that's the 30th. And then we have a testing event that I'm hoping will be pretty popular. I think it will be. I think it'll go over well. So we're giving gift cards out to anyone that gets it's just a finger prick test, and anyone that gets tested we're going to give a gift card out to. And that's on the 28th. We're doing that one at the cafe. So but yep, that's pretty much it.
awesome. Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else want to share anything you have coming up?
Hey Heather, this is Diane with PAL. I don't know why I always have a hard time raising my hand, the emoji. I don't know. But anyhow, hello everyone. My name is Diane Buxton. I did put the information in the chat, and I'm the regional coordinator for Parents of Addicted Loved Ones, which is a faith-based nonprofit, national nonprofit support group for family members. You have to be 18 and over with those who have loved ones struggling with SUD, and we do use evidence-based practices. We have 13 meetings in Indiana. We have 5 online meetings nationally a week with one in Spanish. And on those online meetings, we have 6 other countries that join those online meetings. And as it's been said, families are a very important part of helping our loved ones find recovery. We need to be educated also. So if you have anyone that you know that needs support, if you get on our website, palgroup.org, and go to find a meeting, or if they just want to go to a virtual meeting, please let them know that there is hope and we are available. We also have our own YouTube channel, so that just started also. So I appreciate what everybody does here. I wish when my son 13 years ago was going through his journey of addiction that you all were available. But today's a good day. He's 13 years in recovery. So, and thank you, Heather, for all you do. I so appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, Diane. And I appreciate you too. And congratulations to your son and you. 13 years is awesome. One day is awesome, but that's definitely quite the accomplishment. So, all right. Anyone else want to share? If not, oh, I should have had this ready. It's not like it's my first time doing this. Okay, well, our next meeting is scheduled for June 18th. So same time, 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern, same Zoom link. If you're not a member of the network yet and you're interested in learning more about that, please feel free to email me. If you'd like to present at a future meeting, email me. Let's have a conversation so I can learn more about your organization. And I think that's it. Everybody, enjoy the weekend. If you're into the race or if you get an extra day off, just have fun. Good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you next month. Take care.